guys, welcome back, and today we're going to do an update on the raised beds on our shade house.
Alright, welcome back everybody. Well, last time we showed you an update, we really only had 2 raised beds. We had our cinder block bed
and our first metal bed.
That's right, but since then we've got another one filled and planted, and last weekend we made 2 more. So we've got this one here, and in the bottom there are sticks and branches,
everything.
Yes, these are to help us fill our beds, and over time the branches will break down and become good soil for the plants to live in. So that's pretty fun. After that, we're going to put in a bunch of dirty chicken bedding and leaves and dirty goat bedding.
And lots of things.
To top it all off, we'll put a layer of soil and worm castings, and we'll be good to go.
Yep.
So we've got this one started. It's a work in progress. Yep. And then setting to the side over here, we've got an empty one. And
do this after this one.
That's right. Once we get that one filled, we're going to turn it around and line it up so it all goes in a line. And we'll fill this one up too. And we're sticking with the same design. It's working great so far. We got a little wood frame. We're using sheet metal. We got the boards on the top to prevent us from cutting ourselves.
Yeah.
And everything. But so far these are holding up great. They're working great. We are loving these, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we talk about what we've got planted?
Well, we have the strawberries and pine berries.
That's right. Those are doing good.
Lettuce. Mustard greens, which are not doing as well.
Well, they're doing good. I just snipped a whole bunch of lettuce and mustard out of here this morning. It was actually a lot fuller. But these are actually growing faster than we can eat them. So I actually had to feed some to the goats this morning, as crazy as that sounds.
Yeah.
It's growing that well.
More lettuce.
More lettuce.
Onions.
Now they say don't plant onions and peas together because the onions will stunt the peas. But I'm looking at these pea plants.
And I planted peas here.
Yes. SnekLady here, she planted
lots of
these peas, and I'm sorry, but I don't think they're stunted at all. They're growing like crazy. There's a whole bunch of peas everywhere that we should be able to harvest before too long. Check out that beautiful pea.
Woo,
they're everywhere.
We have flowers.
And they're blooming. They're going to be making more peas.
Yep, very interesting flowers.
I mean, maybe it doesn't work for some people, but in this bed right now, the onions and the peas are getting along just fine.
Yeah.
All right. Back here we have that crazy squash plant that we told you about. We took out of the worm composting bin. It did not get frozen. It's growing. And I don't know if it'll be able to survive living in the hole of a cinder block. But so far it's doing great. Over here we've got peppers left over from last year. They survived the winter. I trimmed them all the way back to a single stem, and they've really taken off. Here's the Jerusalem artichokes from our Jerusalem artichoke video. They're growing great. They look a little droopy now because the sun is pretty bright and hot, and in the hot part of the day they get a little bit droopy, but they're actually growing really well. And here's a pot of mint because we love mint. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Alright, moving on to the bed in the back here. As you can see, I put a couple tomato cages in here. Tomato cages are not my first choice for support, but I had them on hand, so it'll be fine. Yeah. The tomatoes in the back are actually going to be supported by these strings. Hopefully you can see them. There's strings going up and down all along the back.
Yeah, there's lots. They're bright. They should be able to see them just fine.
Yeah, I think so. So there's the tomatoes. We've got little rows of lettuce growing between the tomatoes. I wanted to make sure we got some more greens started before our other bed of lettuce starts having problems. We've got peppers here. They're growing really well. And down along the edge here, hopefully you can see it, there's baby carrots.
Yes.
Loads of baby carrots popping up.
All of these are baby carrots.
So that's super exciting. We've also got some fun things like zinnias and marigolds planted willy-nilly in here, so...
We have no idea which one's lettuce, which one's marigolds and zinnias.
There's a few little seeds straggling off to the side that I think might be one or the other, so All right, over here in steel bed number 2, we have a bunch of pepper seedlings that needed planted in the soil. They were getting way too big for their seedling pots. And also tomato seedlings. And they are just loving it here. They're doing great. They're growing. Some of these have 2 plants or even 3. And they're going to get thinned back as the plants get established and a little older. You only want one tomato per space.
Yeah.
And so
we have this tiny little plant here. I forget what this one's called. What is it?
Well, it was labeled rosemary, but I'm not sure if this is actually rosemary. It kind of doesn't look like it, but I've never seen a baby seedling rosemary. Maybe it is. Maybe it's something else.
Yeah, it's tiny.
We planted it there and we'll see what it turns out being.
Yeah, we just wanted to plant it somewhere.
Here's another collection of containers. Woo! We've got a very sad looking mango tree there. I don't know if it'll live.
Yeah.
Next to it is cilantro.
Very happy looking cilantro.
It's growing well. We've been picking off of it. That's why it looks picked over. Last year's pepper. Here's a couple of our purple auroch plants.
Yep.
We're excited to grow these. These are for greens.
Very purple.
They're growing really well. We've got some wandering Jew plant. And we've also got another sad looking mango with some sage. And it's 2 little forgotten pepper seedlings that'll have to go into our newest bed. We forgot them when we were planting the other bed. All right, everybody, thanks for joining us. That's what we've got going on in our shade house and our cool raised beds. We are super excited to keep planting, and we hope you'll come back soon and check out what else we've got going on. Now, SnekLady here has recently uploaded a video to her page, which I'll put a link down below, but you want to tell us a little bit about it?
It's about making slime. And I made a pink slime with blue glitter, and
that sounds fun. Do you tell the kids how to make it?
Yeah.
All right. So if you want to learn how to make slime with instructions and everything, go ahead and check out her video. It'll be fun. And until then, we will see you next time.
Oh, guys, I got a new pet axolotl. Her name is Freckle, and she's so cute. I love her so much. And
yes.
I'm planning on doing a video about her soon.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
She's taking her sweet time.
Yeah.
She's thinking about it.
Yeah. She smells tasty.
Juicy, it's right under your face.
Yeah, it's right under her nose.